Hey guys, I wanted to live stream this. However, apparently I have to wait like a day for YouTube to set it up or something. I don't know. Their live streaming thing's kind of weird. Anyway, so I got a song here. I'm trying to finish it, and it's not the greatest song, but I'm gonna finish it. So I'm gonna record myself finishing it for you guys. And you can see the process that I go through. What you're not going to see is my notepad that I'm taking notes on, but I'm going to try to vocalize it. So this is a break song. I made it using the loops recipe. My Patreons have seen the start of this song, phase one, but I figured I'd share this with everybody else. And then eventually I'll archive it and it'll just be Patreons. But for now, I'm going to let everybody see it. So yeah, it's 130 BPM. It's breaks. I think I used a decline and wizard track to reference it after I made it. So it was totally made from scratch, but I'm referencing decline and wizard. So anyway, yeah. So my notes so far are I need to add a bottom to my snare because it's kind of high pitched and we're missing something in like 200-300 hertz range. It's a little busy, so I need to subtract some stuff. It's got, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe I'm going to actually just add a lot of delay and dub some things and take a lot of the meat out. Another thing, I really overdid it on the drums. I've been doing a lot of drum and bass stuff, and it just feels busy. So I'm going to try and take the drums back a little so they don't stand out so much. Another thing is I need some kind of sound and a turnaround, and kind of need a way to wind it down better. I had a down lifter in there and I removed it. I'm not crazy about it. I don't know. I may add some vocals. I'm kind of thinking I might record like some Street Fighter type vocals from myself and then just use a bit reducer and do that kind of thing with it. So it has like an 8-bit Street Fighter sound on top. I don't know. We'll see. The other things I've got, it says possibly another patch swap in the break. So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What else have I got? I need a better wind down to the break. That's definitely true. Like I said, that down lifter I had, it's okay. And I don't know. Right now I've got a bunch of risers going to it, and it just feels like something more should happen in the break, but I want it to sound like less should happen in the break. Maybe I need to mess with the stereo imaging. I don't know. We'll see. Could just be an EQ thing. And then finally, I want to add some kind of notch filtering in the drop. Or in the second part of the drop specifically, just to kind of give some movement and make it stand out. So yeah, again, for those that didn't see the start of this, I made this using, I just laid out some drums, and picked some instruments, just added a simple sub. So basically my starter template, and then we twiddled around until we found a melody, and then we played that melody back through, what's it called? Phase Plant by Kilohertz, and just kind of flipped through the presets and recorded it all straight to audio. So, I don't know. I think it was supposed to sound a little glitchier than it does. And it's a lot more preset switching, but I just kind of liked getting it all. So I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe I'll record some of it more. But anyway, I'm gonna give it a listen through. I'm gonna take some notes, and then we're gonna finish this. Like even if it's a turd, we're gonna polish it, and it's gonna be a polished turd. So. Wish me luck, and I hope you guys enjoy this. So here we go. We're going to listen through, and then I'll read you my notes. right, so that is the song. So here, I'm going to go ahead and read you the notes that I got out of that. So at the beginning, we have this bass drop thingy right here. And I really like it. And I think it needs a little more presence. So, and probably bring it out a little more in the song. Another thing was during the build, I think we need some kind of auto filter or like, I don't know, some kind of, just filter to make the build stand out. The snares just sounded a little too high the whole time. Next, I've got that the mids during the first drop were a little too busy for my taste. Like it just sounds kind of muddy in the mid range. So I need to take a little bit out. I kind of like the second drop better, so I'm gonna look at it and see what's different and try to come up with something. Next, there's a drum flam that I had in my early beat during the drop, and you'll hear it a lot, like the every fourth beat. Let me play it real quick, just so you know what the hell I'm talking about. That right there, that little brum. Anyway, it happens too often, and I'm going to take out a bunch of them. Another thing, I've got kind of like a TIE fighter kind of sound that I'm using as a turnaround. I really like it, but I think it's a little too much, so maybe I'll find another turnaround sound to kind of mix up with it, or maybe a vocal. Let's see. The other thing, I noticed I made some changes to my hi-hats where I was using a closed hat instead of the stomp hat on the upbeat instead of the downbeat. So I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's solo the hats. So if you see at the beginning, plain and simple, just closed hats. But originally, I'd had it like this with stomp hat. So I'm going to make sure that I didn't kind of take away from the continuity of the song. And then the outro. I think the outro is a little too busy. I think I need to take some stuff out of it. I may actually take a little bit out of the intro as well, especially those plucks, which, while I like them, I think I can get away with probably just a pluck and a delay. So I guess let's go ahead and get to it. The first thing is subtracting. So let's do a little taking away. All right, let's look at the intro here. Let's see what this sounds like. It doesn't work without that, but I do like the layers. Maybe I'll just throw a far away on this. Oh, there's already a far away on that. So I guess let's just make it far away. This is one of those cool Producer Dojo racks. I think you can probably get it if you subscribe to the weekly download even. So you could probably just do it on the cheap if you want to do it that way. And all this does is it does kind of like a bandpass width thing like my Captain Sweeper did, but it adds a little reverb as well, and it adds a little more presence when it gets further away in the mid. But I am going to reduce the delay when we get here. So let's automate that. That'll make it sound a little less busy. Actually, I think that needs to kind of go away too. Let me see if I've got any automation like an auto filter. I do, but it's not doing anything. I think actually this would be a good place for it to take off. So I'm going to see if I can get those bass splashes in the drop because I really liked them. And Ableton's mad at me because I got a lot loaded up right now. Oh, actually, you know what? I got a limiter on the master. Let me take that off. That'll free up a lot of resources. That Pro L is really cool, but it's also kind of overkill. So it's about to get a little quieter. So you may need to turn that part up. Actually didn't get that much quieter. I guess I wasn't doing a whole lot. Alright, yeah, I definitely like that in there. Let's copy it out one more time, and then I'm gonna go throw it in the other drop. Cool, we got some splashes that aren't just cymbals. Alright, what else do we need? Alright, what else was needed in the intro? Bottom to snare, I'm gonna do that later. I actually think I probably subtracted enough from the build there. Let me try that one more time. Yeah, what was the other thing? So these are stomps. Let me see if I can change them to closed hats and see if it makes a difference. You know, I actually like that better as stomp hats, but I may want to switch them to the upbeat. You know, I think the side chain just takes them right out anyway, so it doesn't really make much difference there. So oh, I wish I could see which key that is. One of the downfalls of using drum racks. Oh, I can look over here. And what am I using over here? Acoustic closed hat 3, and over here I've got acoustic closed hat 11. I think I'm gonna make that one 3. really wish I could stretch this out. Actually, there probably is a way. So if somebody knows a way, put it in the comments how to stretch out the this so I can see the whole name. No, that's a stomp hat. Even though it says closed hat. What? Oh, yeah. Durr. Cruise to closed hat 3. Okay, yay. We got that fixed. We gotta fix it everywhere, though. Oh, let me see. Actually, that's the way I can do it. Chain doesn't show me the trigger. Ah. I'm sure it does. Again, just a shortcoming on me not knowing Ableton that well. Okay. So this is not going to be exciting. I apologize. So closed hats 11 need to become 3s. Did I count right? I counted right. Sweet. I think that's the closed hat number 11. Ha! I actually like it better the first way. So I'm just going to use a different hat during the break. Oh well. I think it's okay. But this one, no, that's on the upbeat. We can do. Yeah, that's perfect. So we don't need to touch that one. We do need to fix this one though, I think. Actually may have already made the change to that one. Yeah, and I think I need to change it back. Yep, that needs to go back to 11. Okay, so that just means we need to change just, I think the outro is all that's left there. Oops. And it may be too much having 16ths there. 16ths? 8ths? Might need quarters, I don't know. That sounds good. No, less lambs. Less flams. I'm just gonna, well, maybe the mid one, or the, yeah. That is totally a different break. Let's fix that. We'll put it in the note. Okay, so that's fine. Let's check this splat. Wait, what was I doing? Oh yeah, back to the build where we were in the notes. I said I wanted to kind of auto filter that. And yeah, I know that snare's a little overkill. I'll fix that. But I kind of like the fill anyway, but... Oh, look, an auto filter. We are going to clear the existing envelope. It just sounds like so sharp. Yeah, you can't hear that percussion anyway, so it's just sounding a little busy. I'm gonna see about even taking these out. That sounds better. And you know what? We're not gonna use a far away, but we're gonna use the filter sweeper of mine. So basically we're going to do the same thing as the far away, but without all the reverb tricks. We're just going to do basically the like band pass, the dual pass, whatever you want to call it. go. There's our filter for the build. Okay. So I'm going to take a couple of things off the notes that we've already got. So take that filter off. We can get rid of the stomp hat, closed upbeat things, because that all is done. Fix. Oh, yeah, okay. Better wind down to the break. You know what? I bet we can use that filter there. Let's give it a shot. All right, so right here at the breakdown. All right, cool. At least we got the drums there. Let's go ahead and fix the drums going into the drop because they probably need exactly the same automation that the ones at the beginning did, except that the fill there is different, but whatever. We're just gonna copy this and then adjust for the fill. Helps if you use the right shortcuts. And I really got to change this hotkey because having Alt down totally messes with everything I'm trying to do in Ableton. Almost there. Oh, you know what? Let's get rid of some of the noise because that was overkill. And I don't think you can hear that percussion boop. Or wait, no, never mind. That's a cymbal. The percussions are out of this one. Perfect. Awesome. All right, so we can take that out. I still need to fix the wind down to the break. All right, so what else do we have that's too busy for going to the break? I could probably drop the frequency on this bass a little bit. Oops. Maybe 60 hertz. Look at the spectrum on this thing real quick. And we don't need this anymore because it's handled on the group. And it's just extra crap, so kill it. What was I saying? Oh yeah, spectrum. And I apologize that you guys can't see live enhancement suite popping up, but it's totally the jam, the bee's knees. Go download it, use it if you use Ableton. It makes shortcutting all of your finding and plugins and all that kind of crap just amazing. So, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I mean, really, it's a great program. Like, I donated money. It's freeware, but it's totally worth giving these dudes money. So, thumbs up to them. So it looks like we got a sub hitting at about 40 to 60 or 70. So what we want to get rid of in our auto filter is wait a minute. Great. I really wish Ableton had a history because that would be so useful. Well, we're going to go back to what I think I was trying to do, which was slightly take out a little bit of presence in the sub bass, specifically for the drop down. Make sure I don't have, nope, an auto filter on there. I can kill that now. I don't need it anymore. Go up to 26. Let's see. So it'll catch those there. Perfect. Took just a little bit of presence out of the subs. You still hear some of the harmonics coming through, but you don't really get the... It's no longer shaking the house, which, while cool, you don't really want on a breakdown. Let's see what else we can do to wind this down a little bit. Whoops, I grabbed the wrong one. Yeah, there we go. That helps a little bit. Okay, that helps. Let's see what else we got going into that. Nothing really. Got this little backspin tape stop thing from somewhere. I think probably one of Dylan's things. I think that's where it came from. Anyway, I kind of really want like a... Actually, let's put that in the notes. I want a vinyl reverse there, not a tape stop. Like a backspin, even though I got to record one myself. Okay, so we did that. We'll call that a good enough wind down for the break, so we can take that off our list. Yeah, we gotta do that still. Bottom snare, subtract, maybe dub. So let's see about subtracting a little bit more out of the drop. Which actually, now that I think about it, oh, we can take some of that flam out. totally got the wrong style breaks in there. Yeah, I might like the groove switch up there anyway. Just a little tip, whenever you do kind of a bass drum roll, try to take the velocity out of one of them, just because it doesn't sound realistic that a drummer is going to drum roll with a kick drum with the same velocity. Anyway, just makes it sound better. Yeah, I like that. All right. And we're not going to do it that way. I lied. All right, let's hear the second part of the drop. Kind of a slower sound with that triplet, so the bass drum groove might be better different there. We'll see. Yeah, we're gonna keep that switch groove, but we're gonna kill the flam. At least quite as off. Cool, I like that. So we're going to copy that over to the other drop, which is pretty similar in composition. So make sure we're not overwriting anything there. I do need to check and make sure that because some of the little end fills are just a little varied, so I need to check those. For example, we got one more snare here. Need to see my markers real quick. Make sure I'm copying the right stuff. Okay, looks good. And then we're gonna copy the second section into more. Likewise with the drums. Again, there's a slight difference, so I'm just going to listen to it real quick and make sure I didn't screw anything up. You know what? With those triplets, I'm going to grab this. And actually, since that second drop, second part is totally different, I'm going to try the other drums on it. It's got a little more energy than the other one. However, the percussion's just a bit much there. Goodbye, flams. Goodbye, clicks. But we're keeping the cowbell, not dropping the cowbell. Needs to hit a little harder, kind of like our breakdown did, because we're going into the outro. So let's look at that. Actually, I'm just going to copy that outright. And that includes the automation. That's weird. Didn't copy the automation. Huh. I kind of like that downlifter. Maybe just a little quieter. far away this? Yep, it's got one already. Cool. It's already far away. Maybe it just needs to go further away. Really far away. Oops, that doesn't work there. I love my little purple cow. Boop. Totally an accident of flipping through phase plant, doing the thing, so that totally came from that. But I like it. That works. Take just a little out of the drums there at the end. All right, so I'm going to pause for a second, but I will be right back.